Another popular question that we're asked when we visit with practices is, how do I motivate my team? I just don't understand why they don't get it, why they can't do the things that I expect of them. The problem is, doctors, we're asking the wrong question. The question we should be asking about is not how do we motivate our teams, but how do we give them things that they can become motivated from or about. You see, motivation is an internal phenomenon. It is not external. And so when we try to motivate people, we're really manipulating them. What we want to do is inspire them and create the desire for them to want to achieve in their own right. And that's motivation. So please start to think of the things that you understand that your team members find satisfying and provide more of it. And also be aware of the things that they find dissatisfying and try to limit those so that they don't have the negative pressures on them that detract from their desire to want to exceed and do well for us in our practices. You get the best effort from others not by lighting a fire beneath them, but by building that fire within. And as we make decisions during our day, let that be a guiding light to those decisions that we make, especially when they relate to our teams. As doctors, we are challenged with becoming leaders. And we talk about something of the leader's challenge. And that challenge is to have a vision for your practice and share it with your team, to inspire your team to become motivated, and to make sure at every opportunity you show appreciation to your team members. Robert Gates was a great statesman. And at a leadership conference I was very fortunate to attend, somebody asked him, Mr. Gates, and he had been a CIA director and Secretary of Defense under both a Republican and a Democratic administration. Somebody asked him, what makes a good leader? And his response was to make sure that you take good care of the people who are under you. In last month's issue of Dental Economics, there was a story that talked about making the better practice. And in it, it says, the evolving dental landscape requires all dentists, both new and established, to have greater knowledge about the business of dentistry. Today, dentists face new economic realities. They must develop appropriate CEO and leadership skills to operate a successful practice. On the plane ride here yesterday, I was reading the March issue of Fortune magazine, and Bill Clinton was on the cover. And they ranked the 50 most powerful leaders in the world. And Mr. Clinton became number 5. And what he said was, more people can be great leaders than they think they can, but they need a purpose greater than themselves. And again, we talk about making that purpose and belief system for your practices, excuse me, of making a difference in people's lives and doing the things that change them from things that they don't want to things that they do on an emotional level.
So one of the best ways to show appreciation, doctors to team, team to doctors, and all around, show the love, is to say please and thank you. And usually when we ask this question, teams will say, you know what, we think we do say please and thank you, we think we do show appreciation, but then when we really give them a few minutes to think about it, they acknowledge that on those really busy days, sometimes they don't say please and thank you. They don't say thank you for helping me so that we could get out on time. They don't say thank you for giving me a hand with that patient that was gagging and I couldn't take a good x-ray, whatever it may be. So what we've given you guys is a resource that you can use. It's in your handout. It's called the I Appreciate Yous. We've made it so that you can make a bunch of copies of them. And we want all of you to really think about things that you can write to one another when times get busy, to tell the people that you spend so much of your waking hours with, your teammates, how much you care and how much you appreciate everything they do for you. So doctors to team, team to doctors, and all around. Share that love, spread it around. I appreciate you. So we want all of you to start doing that right away.